How are you doing today? My name is Rayyan. Today I'll be exploring all the metaphors and qualities inside the story of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War campaign. I'll explore the hidden meaning behind this game and see how this game leads to real life. There will be spoilers for the whole campaign, including all 3 endings. The campaign starts with some news about a Cold War being around the corner. There have been people who have been taking hostages, and there have been maybe spies in the city. They've told the main people who are taking the hostages are Cross and Arash. After capturing Cross and taking Arash, we found out that a guy named Perseus is still alive. He's the one who caused the war and is our main antagonist for this campaign. Adler forces a team and we play as a new member named Bell. The first metaphor is with this next mission called Fracture Jar. This is when we go back to Vietnam to gather some intel about Perseus. Now, this mission goes sideways and most of the people that were there couldn't forget about it. So this talks about wars being traumatizing. The type of people see at the war can stay in their heads forever and can't get over it. Metaphor here is when traumatizing stuff happens to you, you have to accept that it's in the past. It already happened and we can't change it. We have to move on, we'll never forget what happened. Continue our future, make sure we live a good life. So we have to move on from this stuff, but we have to try our best to accept what happened. We can't change the past. Next metaphor is in the mission Red Light, Green Light. In this mission we found out that Hudson has been keeping it a secret. Perseus stole an American nuke and Hudson knew about it. A codename Operation Green Light run by Hudson. After escaping the place, he confronts Hudson and he tells the truth. The American nukes are under each European state, enough to wipe out the whole of Europe. Mason tells Hudson that this is what you like to do best, tell your own version of the truth. Hudson replies that there is no truth, only who you choose to believe. I've talked about truth before in these videos and normally say we have to trust the white people. This is what metaphor shows. People can have different versions of the truth, but you have to know who to believe. You have to look up for yourself at what actually happened, and look back at who you can trust. You have to trust the white people and look at the evidence. Next metaphor is when he started to mention the echoes of a Cold War. Because we see a person who is familiar to Mason. We don't know what happened to Mason in Black Ops 1 campaign. The same guy brainwashed Mason. You can start to see numbers that are the same numbers Mason sees in the campaign. This metaphor shows us that we may one day have to face our past. As I said before, we have to move on and accept that we can't change the past, but sometimes we go to be reminded of it, but you're going to have to let go. You can't let our past get in the way of our lives. We have to control ourselves and do what's right, just like Mason did. That's why the flood with Hudson. Hudson doesn't trust Bell for his next mission, and later on we know why. Adler says that Hudson doesn't trust anyone he can control. This goes back to when we confront him and Mason talks about him manipulating people. It shows us that even though we can't control people, we can still trust them. Trust takes time to develop, but you must trust the right people. Look at what he did and don't overthink. I'm not sure if this is a metaphor, but it has to do with Belikov. Belikov betrays his own country, but he joins the white side. The operation that Perseus wanted is a good guy. He realized that he shouldn't go down his path. It shows us that we need to know what we are doing at all times. Make sure it's right. You only have to choose right because in the end, you'll have a good outcome. I know that stuff that is harder is most likely the right thing to do. We found out that Perseus is in Cuba and we go after him. The mission doesn't go to plan, we get overrun. Perseus escapes and right before we are about to extract, a rocket launcher hits us. We have a choice to either save Hawk or Lazar. Whichever we choose, we get to the base and Adler have one more trick up his sleeve. Before we get into the memory sequence, I want to talk about Lazar or Hawk. They both loved each other and we're going to go out after this war is over, but unfortunately we could only save one person. Regardless of who you choose, they do play about what happened and how happy they are alive. It shows when tragic stuff happens to us, we have to always look out the bright side, because we can't dwell on what happened. It's okay to feel sad about it, but we have to move on and can't live in the past. Now it's time to go into that memory sequence. Adler makes Bell going back in time to Vietnam where he came face to face with Perseus. Memory keeps changing up because we go into the past we want to remember going through. We don't follow Adler's orders, the memory starts breaking up, and Adler tries to fix it. The memories you see in the game, such as the zombies, are what we think happened. When we look back at what happened, we want to wonder what would happen if we went another way. We want to tell how we wish it happened. We don't want to tell the truth, but we have to be honest and face what he actually did. This is what happened with Bell. Bell was working with Perseus as the Russian who was going to help him achieve Operation Green Light. Arash got jealous of him and Perseus thought too highly of him, so he tried to eliminate him. But Adler captured him and put memories inside of him to make him think he was one of us. Bell changed by force, but you can choose how to respond to this. The most important choice is when you choose to lie or tell the truth. The kind of ending of this game is telling the truth and stopping the nukes. Metaphor here is whatever you were in the past doesn't matter. You can still make a good future and change yourself for the better. You can always do the right stuff. Don't go back to the past where you will choose wrong things. Always choose what's right because you will live a better life and feel better once you do the right things. Ending where you lie and an ambush is referred to as a bad ending, not only to Adler and his team or to the world, but for Bell because he turned it back to the past. When you have an opportunity to change yourself for the better, you have to take that opportunity because time is running out, and you have to change to a better person as soon as possible. I also want to talk about Arash being just a Bell. Arash tried to eliminate Bell because Perseus thought too highly of him, and Perseus to think highly of him, Arash. They showed us that we can't get jealous of someone because someone else thinks highly of them. When people think about you are just opinions and not facts. You don't have to prove anything to them. Do stuff to please yourself and the right people will value you. As I explained before, Bell was working with Perseus. When Adler captured him, they implanted memories into his brain. Adler had to put some of his memories into Bell to let him think he was with them all along. My metaphor here is you should be careful what you think happened. As I said before, people can tell their own version of the truth, and you have to find out what actually happened. Don't let people put false information in your head. You know what actually happened by looking at evidence and asking other people. The metaphor also shows that we shouldn't put false information into people's heads. You can change for the better if you talk to them and convince them. They have to know what's right and why they can't do the wrong things. You can take time to change it, but in the end, it'll be worth it. Another metaphor I want to talk about is while Adler is explaining who Bell really is. He talks about having the memories they need to access locked behind a door. The deepest and darkest memories are hidden behind a door. We like our deepest desires are hidden away where we don't tell anyone. We all want to do wrong things because it feels good and right to us, but we have to fight those desires. It's hard to fight these desires, but we do what's good to live a good life. My final metaphor for this game and for this video is about the kind of ending of this game. In the end, we manage to stop the nukes and save the free world. Adler takes us on a mountain by the river and talks about the sacrifices Bell made. He talks about making one more sacrifice and tells him it isn't personal and eliminates him. This is personal to Adler. Now, many people are confused by this ending, about what actually happened, and in conclusion, while looking at 3 videos for this game, Adler eliminated Bell because Bell had access to Adler memories, meaning that Adler could be hiding deep secrets. Because when the memory sequence was going on, when Bell being implanted with Adler's memories to think what Adler see the whole time, he got access to Adler's brain because they're sharing memories together. So that's why. The Adler was sharing memories to Bell, so Bell knew about Adler's memories and what his desires actually contain, what his intentions are basically. So I think that's the main reason why Adler eliminated Bell. He would know he could him no more, and he of course seems like he doesn't want to do it, but in mind you have to do it, which this isn't the right thing of course. I think the ending presents that we all have dark and deep desires, and we all have intentions, and with that intention at all, we don't want to share it to some people because we know what they're gonna say in the end. We don't want anyone to find it out. People who find out, we don't want them to spread secrets about us because expose the truth about us, about what we think. So the final metaphor is that you should try to change your attention. We all have deep and dark desires, sure, but people find out about your intentions, your secrets. It doesn't matter. You have to talk to them about it. They don't understand that they can't tell other people, that they have to be between them. And in the end, you have to know how to keep secrets, because secret with somebody is very important, and you can't break that trust. Telling other people will break that trust between you and the other person. So it's important to keep secrets, help that person out, and also it's okay if somebody finds out. You gotta talk to them about it and convince them that you don't intend on doing bad things. And if you do intend to do bad things, you have to know that you do bad things, because a bad path, you have bad life in the end. It will seem right, don't worry. It will seem right. It does seem right all the time, but you have to know that it's not right in the end. The only right thing to do is a good thing, and most of the good things are hard in the end. So, but the hard things, opposed to the good things will lead you to a good life. Now, basically, the ending explained for this game and what it represents. And yeah, that was all the metaphor psychology inside Call of Duty Black Ops Cold campaign. I am done with all my Metaphoric videos. I feel like celebrating, honestly. It feels good though. Anyway, for this game, I think the main metaphor for this game that I kept repeating, I feel like, was looking back to the past and facing your past and having your memories exposed, basically. Having your secrets and memories exposed. That was game really represents, this campaign really represents. And of course, I wasn't supposed to do this in the first place, but I really wanted to. Again, I'm probably going to be doing Call of Duty Black Ops playthroughs on the channel, campaign, zombies, maybe a little bit still when that comes out, but yeah, that's pretty much it. There'll be a video coming of me explaining what I'm going to be doing in the future to my content, what kind of content am I going to produce, but basically I'm going to do playthroughs on campaign games, and then I do one video where I find all Metaphoric cards at the games, like these videos, and then go to the next playthrough, and I don't know theories and stuff like that. That's how I really want to. Anyway, that was the hidden me behind Black Ops Cold War campaign. I really did enjoy. If you did, please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. Our channel reach 500 subscribers by the end of this year. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in this video. There's links in the description down below, my reaction and playthrough of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War campaign. And it's also my Metaphoric playlist where I find all the Metaphoric securities side of different games. I did all the games that I previous playthrough. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.